Thanks so much for being here, guys. We really appreciate it.
Oh my God, thank you. We love you.
So this new show, Smothered, doing pretty well, huh?
It's going amazing. It's like
just
crazy.
got the front cover of Daily Extra in Canada. We are one of the shows to watch, which was so exciting, and millions of people look at that magazine, so we're really thrilled. We just dropped on Amazon recently. It's probably more exciting than we really thought. We had no idea. We knew we were doing something that was funny and that was quality, and Mitch and I have been friends for a long, long time.
A really long time.
Yeah, Donna Summer.
He's 107.
Yes.
Okay, so let me say, this is when I knew that this was my show. When I went to the website and it said, a hysterical and sobering look at a gay Jewish middle-aged couple trying to salvage their hideous relationship and therapy hell.
Yes,
Sounds
baby.
like my kind of drama.
I love you, Felicia. You know, this whole thing, we are so combative, me and Jason, and I've known him.
He is, not me.
Oh, yes, okay, it's all me. And it started from a humongous fight we had.
It was not that big of a fight.
It was
really
huge. Huge. He was horrible. He had this little, you were disgusting.
I had this little idea that I wanted to do a web series about people that were over 50, and I invited all
with horrible people, with horrible attitudes, and ugly.
And then he sexualized two of the straight boys, and then that was it.
Oh, those two fetuses were flattering themselves. They had more baggage than an oversold flight on TWA.
That's awesome.
You see, TW does not even exist anymore.
I know.
It does not.
I don't know where he is, or what time it is on, or where he's going to arrive. He just likes the bag. That's all. He doesn't care.
You know, yeah.
I mean, you guys have such a great rapport just hanging out together. It's got to be so much fun.
We can't.
Well, what happened was that we had a humongous fight. He said, I'm not willing to give up a friendship. And I said, well, I am. And I hung up on him.
How rude, right?
How rude.
And then I thought about it and I said, you know, the best part about our relationship is that we fight and it's funny. Yes. You know, we work out what we might be if we were a couple with somebody that we really like.
Yeah.
So I called him up and I said, this is what we're going to do. And this is the idea. And you're done. And you have nothing else to say about it.
Then he brought this incredible director, Terry Hanover. And then I was sold.
She's magic.
Just was sold because it honestly, it was so emotional. At times I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. I really couldn't during the filming. I thought that I was going to basically divorce someone that I was not married to.
You guys need therapy for your therapy show.
We absolutely.
Okay,
so Mitch, what is something that Jason does that really annoys you? And then Jason, what's something that Mitch does that really annoys you?
Brandon, how dare you ask that
question? We don't have that much time. This is only 10 minutes. He thinks he can multitask, but he can't.
Ooh.
Like when he's talking to you, he's backgrounding you, and he's on his phone, and he's on his email, and he's trying to post
But I have to leave. This is really too much.
And all four things get screwed up.
Well, not that badly.
I go, you're not listening to me. And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just curious of what the therapist is going to say, just because sitting here watching you guys right now, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
And that never happens, by the way.
Oh, really? Felicia,
Yes,
what's crazy about him is he never, ever lets me talk. He never lets me talk.
It's not necessary. My original concept was we never had to really see him. He could just be off camera and we hear him in voiceover.
Okay, but
wonderful. When we were writing this, he would write monologues that he could speak, and then I would say like something like, "Would you just please stop it?" And that would be it.
Yeah, that would start the therapy session.
Oh yeah. Sure. So but what was great about our writing process is he writes too much, and I'm a great editor. So together we were really a great team, honestly.
And what's hysterical is we improvise a lot.
We can tell.
We will talk about.
We shot it though. Not when we shot it. Tell them the truth. We were really.
Oh no, everything was scripted, but the way we wrote it was improvising. So he would talk about horrible, stupid baggage that he has, and I just have a photographic memory for all dialogue. So I'd go home, type the stuff in there, and then he'd read it, and he goes, "Oh my God, you're an emotional terrorist. You stole all my ideas." I was like, "You told me the idea."
And I'd say, I don't remember, just like my mother, my 83-year-old
Exactly.
mother. What's going on? I don't remember.
That would be another one that I can't stand about him. He has no memory.
That's not true.
You guys are two of the most interesting people that I think I'm going to meet all week, for sure, maybe all year.
Yeah.
But tell me, what else we're going to get from this show besides a lot of laughs?
You know, there's a flip side. You know, the love-hate is so close. It's the same coin. Oops. And it's just...
You're always going to be
the flip side
You're
is
always going to do something that he shouldn't do. He's like a 12-year-old boy.
well, I have to.
Let me
I'm
speak for
obsessed.
just a second. It is exhausting. It is.
I'm a rebel and I love it.
I swear to God, I've gained 6 to 8 pounds since I.
Oh,
met
sure,
you.
blame that on me, and it's 20.
You're a liar. And he's on his bike driving around every day like a crazy person because
I'm a spin freak.
Yeah,
Spin freak.
yeah, because he ate an almond or a piece of grass or whatever he eats.
One pea lasts me for a week.
I could watch you two bicker all day.
Seriously,
This is
I
the
feel like I'm
show right
watching,
here. This is the
like a
selling.
young version of the Golden Girls.
Oh my God, I love you. And especially the young part.
If we could just have a show that someone paid us to do, we'd be happy.
True that.
What
So
is
there-
it? Why
the-
do you work so? Why do you guys work so well together? Oh wait, no, you didn't answer my.
I'm going to answer. Yeah, I want to give it to you. Because, you know, any relationship, Felicia, you're gorgeous and I love you. The,
Thank you. Mwah.
the thing that's so interesting about any relationship is when you have this kind of tension, when you have a long-term friendship, whether it's a friend or if it's your mother or whatever, underneath, you could, you know, they could drive you insane and you can't stand them breathing or chewing and you want them to die and you want to smother them with your pillow. But underneath, there's that love. You know, there's this strange love.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And at the core, we love each other, but can't stand each other. And maybe we're better alone. I mean, it's like those questions you ask, are we better?
I feel like my children, I feel this way about my children almost every day right now.
You know, I got to tell you, I can't have children because I have nice furniture. So there's no way.
Right. And could you imagine what he'd do to them? He'd make them puppets.
You can put plastic coverings over it, and then you can become the real Blanche.
Oh, I have a Jewish mother for that. Believe me, I was 6 years old until I didn't know that in the summer that your thighs were supposed to stick to the couch.
Oh my God, the plastic. I love that.
Don't touch the furniture, you'll ruin it. This is for company.
Felicia, what were you going to ask us? You were asking another question?
Who knows at this point?
I got one. Okay, wait. So
Please.
you guys are quarantining. You're in California, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
But Mitch, you're a Chicago guy.
I am. I'm a Chicago boy. I went to Evanston High School.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey.
Oh yeah, baby. And I lived in downtown. I mean, that was please, I grew up in Skokie and went to Skiles. Our school was the first one that was bust, you know. So we were always Black Lives Matter.
I've never seen somebody say Skokie with such attitude and stank before. I'm from Skokie.
Well, you either throw it out there or you try and hide it. You know what I mean?
I absolutely love
Racist.
Chicago. I've headlined the Funny Bones there. I did all sorts of gay events there for HRC. I headlined Prides. I did the Danny Beneducci show. I was like a recurring guest on that show when he used to be out there. I love it because it's a big, small town.
Yeah.
It's got a million things to do, but it has this wonderful intimacy of the people. And I
Well,
really
it's a happy young New York, you know.
With
I
alleys.
was just there
and
earlier.
no garbage.
Like, it's
No.
huge.
Yeah.
It's so big.
and of course,
You guys
Oprah's
probably
from
know
there,
Emery
so
Moorhead,
Oprah's
right?
from there.
That was my graduating class. He's that football player. I know about sports, but
Okay,
there we
so
go
you
again.
guys
Well,
are just
language, Mitch, language.
language, Mitch.
Oh.
Our
you
director's
guys,
on the button. Don't worry.
you
Oh,
guys are
yeah.
just so.
Honey, don't take it off the
Unapologetically.
button because something's going to happen and we're going to explode. You know.
I just think this series is better than porn and less sticky.
Okay.
That's
You
a selling.
guys- For the
That's
plastic
your
coverage.
tagline.
And I
Better
have the
than
wipes.
and less sticky.
You guys are just so unapologetically yourselves. Where does that come from?
Well, I think it's both
Well,
me-
his is all therapy.
I think it's also
Individual or together?
Individual.
He's
We need it. But you know what? I was brought up by Wolverines. And-
Okay.
And my parents were really speed freak alcoholics. So it's like you have to fend for your damn self.
Really?
So
No,
it's
real
like-
life. You're being serious? Okay.
Yes.
No, that was real life.
And
And
in my
I
life,
could never fit into what anybody else was doing. So once you try and you try and you try, all of a sudden you go, if I can't make my damn self happy being who I am, I got no other choices. So I was just like, boom, this is me.
Okay.
You
my
know.
mother was a very big star when I was a kid, but didn't have a film. And my father was a king and didn't have a country. So I went into show business. Please love me.
This sounds like John Hanson, Felicia.
Yes.
Our other host who's on vacation sounds just like you, Jason. He was a star from the day he was born. And has been trying and trying ever since.
It just sort of happened that way that in my mind as a kid, being a kid that was abused in the school system and teased and beat up and all the kind of things that happened to gay kids in the 80s, I basically used comedy as my own way of getting through everything.
So now, just to make him feel comfortable, I beat him up now.
Yes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It just
You know,
happens
just
to
so
be
he feels at home.
successfully done so on television. You guys are great, and I feel like you're a good addition to the jam because we're always talking over each other. So it's just kind of you fit right in.
I was gonna say,
And
I
it-
feel
it-
like
if
we should
you
all be
like
friends.
me, if you like me, you want to know more about me. Not Mitch, because he's not read it. He hasn't even. My autobiography came out last year called "Shut Up, I'm Talking."
Oh yeah, he wrote a book.
Ooh, good plug.
Good job.
Yeah, right.
All right.
And
Here,
it's
let me
also
bring up
available-
my one-man show.
Yes.
Yes.
There you
He does
go.
have a
Nice box and everything, Mitch.
I know, right? It's a box set.
He does have
Dress,
a wonderful
not dress.
one-man show that was supposed to be in Chicago.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do thanks, Jay. I was supposed to do Mutant Olive, which is my one-man show. They were producing it in Chicago
When all this
just
happened.
before the pandemic. So y'all have to come down when I actually do it, when, Trump gets out of office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to have to wrap this up, but we want to remind everybody to watch Smothered. Amazing show. Congratulations on all your success, and we know it's going to be huge.
Thank you so much. And if they
I love
can't
you so
find it
much.
if they can't find it on the net, all they have to do is go to smotheredtv.com and they can click onto Amazon or watch it on YouTube or whatever.
And that's
And we're also gonna be-
smotheredtv.com.
Yes, smotheredtv.com. And we're also going to be on Reverie, which is going to put in the next couple of months, which is going to put us on all these other platforms like Apple TV, Samsung, and all this kind of stuff. So
Yay, we love the jam.
Can't wait
Yeah,
to
you guys do.
Oh, thanks, you guys.